morning, folks. This is Deb Delapiana, and this is your Shut the Fuck Up Express. You know, there is no limit whatsoever to the bullshit that comes out of the GOP. You know, I'm tired of hearing about their penchant for freedom and their reverence for the Constitution as they continue to embrace white supremacists, anti-trans entities, anti-gay entities, misogynists, and generally speaking, bullshit artists. So, did I mention dictators? We'll get into that in a minute, but first let's start with Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani, who suggests that Eminem needs to leave America because he took a knee at the fucking Super Bowl. Number one, I'm tired of all this flag-waving bullshit. Let's get real here. We live, whether you people want to face it or not, in a racist nation, okay? I'm not going to say that the majority of Americans are racist, but the racist element is out there. We have seen it in the streets. We have seen it just recently at the Great Trucker Con in Quebec. I mean, not in Quebec, in Ottawa, and it's coming this way. This is not just about masks and mandates, folks. They're selling T-shirts that say pure blood on them. Okay? Do we understand that? I'm no fan of Eminem, and I am definitely not a fan of rap music. If people listen to my radio station, you know we don't play it. Okay? We just don't. But I'm going to suggest to you that Rudy Giuliani ought to shut the fuck up, considering the fact that he's a treasonist who supported a dime store dictator and legitimately tried to overthrow a legitimate election. He was involved from day one in all of that. There are numerous documents and other evidence to prove that. Rudy Giuliani has a lot of fucking nerve to suggest that Eminem needs to leave the country. I'm not suggesting that Rudy Giuliani leave the country either, because I think he needs to stay here so he can end up in fucking Camp Guantanamo. Okay? Rudy Giuliani is a scumbag, and he can shut the fuck up. And by the way, let's go all the way back to 9/11, where everyone was heaping praise on everything he did for New York City. He was the fucking mayor, or whatever the fuck he was at the time. Do you know that was his job? Anybody else in his position would have done the same exact thing. He was no fucking hero, okay? Let's just cut the shit, all right? I'm sick and tired of the right. I am not going to stop talking about it. I am not going to stop hammering it home, because you know what? They spend all day long spreading bullshit all over social media for idiot America to swallow whole, okay? And somebody needs to be out here pushing back at them. And that's what we're trying to do here in the Factivist Project. And then let's move on to Teddy Boy Cruz. God only knows how this guy ever got into office to begin with, and God only knows how he continues to get reelected. He is a goddamn waste of space, okay? Now Biden is soft on Russia. That's just rich. Coming from a man who stands firmly behind Donald Trump, the dime store dictator, who has a penchant and affinity for strong-arm dictators around the world. Kim Jong Un, Rodrigo Duterte, Vladimir Putin, who he admired so much. Vladimir Putin, who knew this guy's weak spots and would bring women into meetings he had with Donald Trump with tight dresses on because he knew that would distract Trump from the issues at hand. This is all public knowledge. Go fucking look for it. The admirer of Erdogan, the man who, by the way, endorsed Jair Bolsonaro in Brazil. Who does that? Donald Trump admires dictators because he wants to be a dictator. And that's what January 6th was all about. A man who could not let go of power. A man who could not accept his loss. You know what? I'm suggesting to you that before the likes of Ted Cruz and Rudy Giuliani pass judgment on anyone else, you got to look in their own goddamn doghouse. Because that's exactly what they're living in, a doghouse. The GOP is no longer a legitimate party, okay? We can call people like, Candace Owen, who suggested that Biden invade Canada to overthrow the government of Justin Trudeau, another legitimately elected candidate. You don't like him? Vote him the fuck out. And then people go on and just call Candace Owen fringe. She's not fringe. Candace Owen embodies the Republican Party. Donald Trump owns the Republican Party. He's got them by the short hairs. And they have allowed that to happen. They are willful partners in this debacle here that's going on in America. We have 147 insurrectionist fucking legislators on the Republican side. And no, by the way, I don't see any of them as decent people who allowed themselves to get caught up with Donald Trump. I see them as willful partners. They can all shut the fuck up. They really can. It's time to put the hammer down on these people. They are useless to the American people. They are not about freedom. They don't care about your freedom. They only care about your freedom if you're white, straight, and male. And the sooner everybody accepts that fact and accepts them for what they are, we might be able to get some shit done here. They need to go. The Marjorie Taylor Greenes, the Lauren Boeberts, the Josh Hawleys, and all the rest of them, the Jim Jordans, they are the ones giving a voice to the right-wing misinformation stream. Joe Biden is not soft on Russia. Donald Trump, on the other hand, was an admirer of many dictators. And we'll put all of that in this video for the benefit of those who can read, let alone those who want to read. I'll talk to you all later.